What it do? What it do? Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hope everyone is having a great day. Surprise, surprise. It's been a while since I've done a What's in My Wallet video. It's been so long, I just said I'm going to do it for the whole holiday season, being that it's the end of the year. And I looked it up, and the last time I did one was March of 2025. Just doing some last second checks before I come in here. Hope everybody's ready for Thanksgiving and turkey and dressing and macaroni and cheese and all that good stuff. But without any further ado, let me go ahead and bring myself up in this joint. What it do? What it do? I see we got three real homies in the crib, and I want to welcome everybody to Points Blank Travel. On this channel, we talk about credit. We talk about credit cards. We talk about points, miles, cash back, personal finance, and how to travel around the world or around the country for little or no money out of your pocket. If that's something you're interested in, do your boy a favor, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up, baby, blow to kiss it. And in my live streams, I do say ring the doorbell because you are entering my crib, and it's our crib. And make sure you share this out. With all that being said, you know what time it is. Let's roll, baby. Let's get down to business, man. Hope everybody's ready for the holiday. Boy, what's in my wallet, man? I've had people say, hey, Rob, what? Is there an echo? Anybody else hear echo? I see at AZ Fox says there echo, and I am running a multi-stream vertically and horizontal. What's up, me tonight? Hey, man, I got to check out that thing tonight. I'm going to tell y'all what took so long. We got Jess Askin in the house. I came, I come. So, again, it's been a long time. We got your favorite couple, man. Hey, your favorite couple. Shelton better been here because he been in my butt, man, for couple of months. Like that was let me rephrase. I just get a text. What's in my wallet video? We're waiting on it. But hey, man, I have been running the same setup, y'all. And when I came out with this live, I wanted to make sure that the video was going to be beneficial to the viewers. I mean, I could have did a what's in my wallet every month, but I wasn't changing anything. Matter of fact, I noticed today I have a card in my wallet. And I'm trying to figure out why I have it there. That I came over the reasons just for the live stream. But hey, man, hopefully everybody's having a good day. We're going to get right down into it. So the first card of my wallet, I'm going to start with the may get used cards. We don't know. And I am running a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 card setup, baby. Well, 9 for real ones and 1 that's on my phone. What they call it? Mobile? I don't even know what my phone is. I might not even be able to show y'all that one. Boy, my phone's somewhere in this house. I mean, this apartment. The first card in the wallet is my Discovery It card. Now, don't y'all be tripping, man. I got this little dog over here. It's a little Westie. I was going to get this little dog. So your boy got all excited and said, hey, man, get your, Discovery, you might find your little Westie. And I got one that got, what do you call that joint? I have one that has my initials on it, but I got tired of explaining that. But this little dog, it do get a lot of attention, but now it's starting to get on my nerves. Do you have a Westie? Nope. I wanted one. And I keep telling, but this card here, right now, is giving 5% cash back at Amazon.com, which I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan, but I don't use it a lot. And it's also giving 5% cash back at drugstores. Well, it just so happened everything I get comes from the VA. It's free. But if I just happen to go in there and get some Vaseline or some lotion or something at Walgreens, then I'm going to pull this out and get 5%. So this is in the may get used section, and it may not. Another card that's in the may get used section, but it's in the wallet, though, is, hold on, y'all got to bear with me. I don't even know why this like this. Still old school. My Freedom Flex card, man, with this card. 5 times the points or 5% cash back. It's going to come in the form of points. I don't know who thought of this, but they got it for department stores and like online stuff. Just not online, but places that I really wouldn't go to. And then in the month of December, you could use it with PayPal. And then that's cool because you could attach this card to your PayPal, which I plan on doing, and then use it in that manner. Hey, AZ Fox, I'm gonna go ahead and address this question. I don't really discuss my credit limits. I had mine for several years, and it's still 3K, but don't want to pull. And now I did hear today, y'all, and I'm glad I pulled this up. We do have 12 real homies in the crib. I did hear today that Supposedly, I haven't verified it because I heard it like shortly before this live that Discover is now pulling all three bureaus. And what I mean by that, they're pulling Experian, they're pulling Equifax, and they're pulling TransUnion. I never really cared if they pulled all three or all 23, if they came up with 23, because it was only going to go down a couple points and then it was going to go back up. Some people they go into a serious medical condition if they get all three pulled. That's just never been my style. What up, Devin? How you doing, man? But with this, if it's at 3K, what I would do, and I've heard mine it's in that area. I'll go ahead and tell you, it's in that area. But what I've heard with Discover, you can call and get a credit limit increase. Now, since you got in my business, it's only fair I get in your business. Why do you even want a credit limit increase? I mean, you don't have to tell me why specifically, but let me just put it out there, AZ. Are you looking? I mean, hey, man, I just realized this Mojo. I'm sorry, man. I just realized the little logo. Hey, Mojo, are you looking to get a credit score increase in conjunction with this credit limit increase, or you're looking to have it for an emergency? If you're looking for, both of them could be beneficial, but if you're looking for it for a credit score, and what I mean by credit score, because you want to get your credit limit increase, which will lower your credit utilization. I'll break that down in a minute. Yeah, you may want to look at that. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Financial bank shots. What's going on, David? We got another person in here, man. We got people there who I ain't never seen you in here. Welcome to the live stream. I want to welcome you to the world of Points Blank Travel, baby, where we travel for free or little or no money out of your pocket. Thank you for tapping in. So I really need to know a little more information. Now, the next card that's in the, I don't even know if this is in the maybe section. This is in the why is it in my wallet section, but I know why. Just in case. For those of you that don't know, I reside by myself. And just in case I start hear one of them songs, like What Do the Lonely Do for Christmas and all of them songs, I might just do a staycation or something. I never know. So I do have my World of Hyatt card in my wallet. Now, this card is in my wallet, not for everyday use, because I only get 2 times the points at restaurants, which makes no sense because you're going to see here in a minute. Boy, this rest of this setup, you don't want to leave because the rest of this setup is woo-wee. It's that sticky, icky. That's all I'm going to say. But anyway, with this World of Hyatt card, I'm not going to use 2% or 2 times the points at a restaurant. And now I can beat that. I can beat that even with another Chase card and transfer it to Hyatt. That's why you want to be a master of your craft. But anyway, if I happen to do a staycation and fall up into a Hyatt, when I start using this card being an elite status member, I'm going to start multiplying points like 6 times the points, 12 times the point, 9 times the point. That's why it's just in case. So this is in the just in case section. Now we about to get to the hope the heck I don't confuse y'all section. Because this Freedom Flex card could play another role, but now I'm going to pull out another Freedom card. Another Chase card. And that is my Chase Sapphire Preferred card. This card is in the wallet for one specific reason. And I don't want to confuse anyone, but it's in the wallet for restaurants. But typically when I do a what's in my wallet video, I say, hey, I hate to have the Chase Sapphire Preferred for restaurants. But I'm going to be a little more specific. If by chance I sit down at a restaurant where I'm going to have a waitress or a waiter, I'm going to use the Chase Sapphire Preferred because I'll get 3 times the points for every dollar spent. Now, next in the wallet is the Chase Freedom Unlimited. With this card, I'll get 3 times the points at restaurants as well, but it's also my non-bonus category card, which is 1.5 times the points with Chase Ultimate Reward points. If I'm not at a restaurant, if I'm not at a grocery store, if I'm not getting gas, if I'm not at the drugstore, if I'm not on Amazon, this here is going to save the day. I'm going to get 1.5 times the points. But I'm going to use that at what we call restaurants, but at fast food restaurants. How do you know the difference? Now, I learned this here through some magical stuff I was doing one day. You'll see it. I'm going to talk about it when I get to another card in my wallet. But there's a difference when coding with credit cards. I need y'all to pay attention. Some places will say restaurants, some places will say fast food. Well, how do I know the difference? Because that was a question I had. Hell, they all look like restaurants to me. That's what I always been told. But the difference is if you're in a restaurant, you're going to have a waiter or a waitress or a host or a hostess, whatever they want to call them. If it's labeled as fast food, it's like a McDonald's or Wendy's or Chipotle, wherever you like to go, where you'll have someone making your food or serving, but there is no waiter or waitress bringing it and serving you, constantly throughout your visit. So that's the difference. So Freedom Unlimited is for fast food restaurants. I'm about to say $6, $7. I don't know what they said no more. $8, $9, $10, $12, whatever they charging nowadays. And then my major, if I happen to sit down at a restaurant, I'm using the Sapphire Preferred. Difference in those two cards. Freedom Unlimited has no annual fee, meaning it doesn't cost me anything to have this card in the wallet. Chase Sapphire Preferred has a $95 annual fee. That is this card, $95 annual fee. So what do I do? Let me talk about this because I'm running a Chase board. We don't call the credit card community call a trifecta, meaning I am running 3 Chase cards to maximize Chase points. I have one for restaurants. I'm not maximizing like I want to, but this is the best. I'm not going to be able to take advantage of the 5%. Maybe on PayPal with the Freedom Flex or the 5 times the points. I'm not sure yet. But with the Chase Ultimate Rewards program, remember I was talking about that Hive. Why would I use that at a restaurant and get 2 times the points when I can actually use the Chase cards and get 3 times the points at restaurants and transfer them to Hyatt because Hyatt is a transfer partner with Chase. That's where you want to become a master of your craft, where you know the different parameters and you know what you're getting. And when you apply for a card, you have to know. I'll tell anybody before I apply for a card, I didn't do this. So I'm telling everyone else to save you some headaches, some time and frustration. I would have a strategy in place. So this was my first card. And I would try to then, but after my first card, I would have a strategy for my second card and on. And what I mean by a strategy, why am I even applying for this card? I just told you I can transfer these Chase points to not only Hyatt, I can transfer them to Marriott, I can transfer them to Southwest, I can transfer them to United, or I can redeem them as cash back. What's my favorite word? If you've never been here, my favorite word is options, baby. I like to have options. When I go somewhere, when I'm doing something, if one thing's not working out, is that why I have 10 cards in my wallet in case one say decline or it don't work? No, there's a strategy here. And that's why I talk to people about a strategy. So moving on. Now we're about to get we're going to do this one. Then we're going to get a little complex. Next card in my wallet, it doesn't have to be in the wallet because I'm really using this card for utilities. I'm getting 5% cash back with utilities. I get to pick 2 5% categories, 1 2% category. I want to say the other one I forgot what the other one I think I put internet. So I have utilities, which is your gas, your water, your electric. And I have the other ones for cable and internet, I believe. No, phone bill, my phone bill. And then I can get 2% on the category, and I have that set to grocery stores. I just had to pick something, so that's what I picked. So utilities, I can technically leave this card at home and put it in my mobile phone, or unless I could, but the reason it's in my wallet, I don't have this card in my mobile wallet. So if I'm out and about, I say, oh man, did I pay my light bill, my phone bill? If it's not saved, I can't remember where it's saved at. I could easily pull it out of my wallet and pay my utility bill and get 5% cash back. So everything is still centered around travel. Everything so far has been centered around travel. Everything, US Bank, Cash Plus with the utilities, it's going to go towards travel. All of the Chase points, it's going to go towards travel, whether it's with a hotel and a flight, or just a hotel or just a flight. Probably it's going to be just a hotel. You're going to see why with the next card. And that's it. Those are the ones I've gone over. And the Hyatt card is just in the wallet. Next card in the wallet is a card that I love, a no annual fee card. It doesn't cost anything to have this card. And this is the Citi Custom Cash Card. 5% cash back on about 12 different categories, but you only get one that you use the most. So say this month You only have this one card, and you're all over the place. You're getting your groceries, your gas, you're eating out, you're going to fast food restaurants. All of that's included. Online shopping, it's like 12 different categories. Streaming services, and wherever you spend your most money for that billing cycle, not the month, not the 1st to the 30th or the 31st or the 28th if it's February, but your billing cycle. Your billing cycle could be the 3rd of this month to the 2nd of the next month. Whatever you use the most, you're going to get 5% in that category. But you control what you use. Be a master of your craft and already have a plan or a strategy. Hey, what up, John? Good to see you here, my man. Appreciate you being here, brother. You're going to already have a strategy in play. My strategy for this card right now, because you're going to see with the next card, I have grocery stores on lock. I'm cool. I don't eat out a lot at restaurants and fast food. I'm trying to get back in the grocery store. I'm going in there, trying to make up. I had me a baked potato the other night. I ain't getting all fancy, but I'm trying to scale back on spending and eat a little better at the same time. So custom cash, man, I'm using this card 5% cash back at gas stations. Now, I may trickle a fast food restaurant in there. I may trickle something else in there and hope it's part of the 5%, but the focus is gas, because I haven't mentioned anything. I mentioned restaurants, I haven't even talked about grocery stores, and I haven't mentioned gas. This is where, when I'm getting gas, so this is anything in the gas station, Slurpees, Blurpees, Doritos and Fritos, baby, whatever you're getting up out of there, as long as it's in the 4 walls of the gas station, be careful. I'm putting out a boulder here in case you don't know. I don't drop gems and nuggets. I drop boulders. When you're applying for a card, make sure there's a difference between gas and gas stations. If they say 5% cash back or 5 times the points on gas, all they talking about is gas. If they say gas station, they talking about the whole store. Keep that in mind. Now, we got grocery, we got restaurant. The last place we got to go is we got restaurants, we got gas stations. It's a grocery store. We got to go to the grocery store. Boy, this next card here is the beast. Anybody can get it. Anybody can get any of these cards. But this here card here is going to be special. This card here is special because now we're exiting the credit card world and we're entering the debit card world. And I guarantee you, I could do a poll right now, and I'm going to have more people in that poll that are going to have debit cards than credit cards. So I wanted to start doing an equal focus on debit cards as well. Not just always, everybody is not thinking about credit right now. Everybody, with everything that's going on economically, everybody's not thinking about applying for a new card or getting credit cards or traveling for that matter. People right now are thinking about, I'm going to use what I have. If you get a bank account, you have a debit card. That's just the way the country, I don't know about the world, that's the way the country's running. But the next card in my wallet is my PayPal debit card. Anybody can get this. PayPal debit card, man. Now with that card, that particular card is getting me 5% cash back. You can choose some categories. I use it at grocery stores right now because I got restaurants with the Chase cards. I have utilities with the US Bank card. I have gas with the Citi custom cash card. Now I got groceries with the PayPal card. Notice I'm talking about 5%, and 3% on restaurants. But I got a plan for the restaurants. They ain't gonna catch me slipping on the banana peel. I ain't happy with no 3%, man. I'm cool with it, but I ain't happy about it. I ain't gonna throw a party. 5%, I might pull out some balloons and one of them little horns or one of them hats where you can pull up and pop your head or something. But 5% cash back debit card doesn't cost you anything. If you're a YouTuber, you got a PayPal account. If you're monetized, that's how they're gonna send you your money. Well, no, I think they send it to your bank. But I have a PayPal card for PayPal account for Patreon and some other sponsorships, and it's free to get one. And I'm using PayPal for crypto, savings account where I'm getting like 3.7% interest, maximizing our opportunities. Yeah, there's a lot going on in the country right now. I'm not going to front a whole lot. I just thought about it today. I haven't traveled in 2025. We're in November. I wasn't worried about traveling because there's a lot going on. I don't care what you're doing, what you think you're doing, what you could be doing. I believe with everything that's going on, everyone's going to be affected in one way or another. So moving on. With that PayPal card, I'm going to tell y'all how I run it. Now, I don't use PayPal as my central bank, as the Points Blank Travel central bank. I have Chase accounts, I have Ally accounts, I have Bank of America. I got all these different accounts, but all of my money, the majority of my money go to one place, and that's one bank. So I had to divvy it up. So when I get, and it's so fast, y'all, I ain't telling you got to do it. You can already have it there, but I'm going to tell you, because I don't want a lot of money sitting at PayPal. Money sitting, my money is going to work for me. You got to go check out Investing with Rod. Money is going to work for Rod. Rod worked since he was 14 up until 56. Now money, well, he already had a job, but money is working for me now. Anyway, with this 5% cash back, I'm like, man, I could just send this. I could use that for travel too. So I created me an account with PayPal. I just put it in the savings account, or I buy crypto. So I take the 5% that I'm getting back at grocery stores, send it to my PayPal savings. It's free too. They're just part of the little package they got. And it's not like cable package where it's $5 this month and $25 in 2 months. No, it's zero since I had it. Then I let it sit there and get another 3.8%. And then when I'm ready to travel, hey, I already got hotels on lock. I'm going to either use the Hyatt card or the Chase points and get a Marriott hotel room. I already got the flight on lock. We ain't even got to that yet. But I can tell you, I could either use my Chase points and transfer it, not transfer, but use the Chase travel portal, use my Chase points. Or, boy, I got, with this Citi Custom Cash, we're going to put the car in reverse. I never said what I was doing with the points I'm getting at gas stations. With these points, I fly to friendly skies because Citi became a partner a couple months ago with American Airlines. And I'm not too thrilled, but it's better than nothing. For every 1,000 points I get with Citi, I can transfer them to American for 700 miles. So I said, okay, that's cool. I like that. I'm doing that. And then I get American Airline miles. Every time, all these little hats you see me wear, every time I buy a hat, I get some American Airline miles because I go through the shopping portal. And then on top of that, your boy used the Citi card, get some Citi points, and I'm at the ice cream shop, baby. I'm double dipping like a, I gotta remember what channel I'm on. I'm double dipping. This stuff is not rocket science. It's just like, okay, I have one card. It get me points. What am I going to do with these points? I don't know yet, but I'm just going to get them. Don't sit up here and collect them. You got to come up with something. Get them out the financial institution. Invest them, do something with them if it's cash back. So at first you couldn't transfer. So I would get cash back. Then when they say you can transfer to American, I said, okay, well, I'm going to transfer these to American. But what about them 300 points I'm missing out? Then I found this little shopping portal. Hey, man, every time I buy a hat or, boy, it ain't just hats. It's all Kohl's, all kind of stores on there. Go on the American Airlines shopping portal. Then when I get where I'm going, I got my PayPal cash back card has been putting 5% up for my spending money. So the worst thing in my world is to travel, go on a vacation, and be counting pennies. And what I mean by counting pennies, and I did it probably the first 3 years of my Navy career, everywhere I went. And I went to some wild and fun places, man, some exotic places. But I wasn't making a lot of money. So I had to pick and choose what I could do. I had to do more free than not free, a free excursion, or I can go stand out in the jungle and hope I see a lion if I was in Thailand or something, or a tiger, or it wasn't the experience I wanted. So I said, you know what? As I get more money, I want to travel freely. And that's one of the reasons I created this channel. If we're getting these points, if we're getting these miles, it leaves us more money to have when we travel, so we can travel freely. We can go and enjoy ourselves, our loved ones, whatever we're doing. We don't have to sit there and be, I have actually traveled and been stressed. Anybody, if you ever been traveling and been stressed because you don't have enough money, or you can't, I'm sorry, I don't know why I still got this up there, or you can't do what you want to do. Have you ever did it? It's stressful. At least it was stressful for me. And I was traveling with a whole bunch of people, all my friends running around, hey man, we're going over here. You wanna nah. So anyway, moving on. Now we're gonna get it's a card that I have over here. It's another bank. Now I'm noticing I'm talking about some banks and debit cards. And like I said, we exited the credit card. Now we're moving into the debit card world. I'm gonna put it in the comments. BASK. This bank has been affiliated with American Airlines for a while. Nothing to do with a credit card. And with this bank, you have a choice where you can earn cash back interest, regular everyday interest, or you can earn American Airlines miles. And when I signed up, whatever I forgot when I signed up for it was a couple of years ago. I chose the miles route, and all you had to do was deposit some money into your savings account and earn interest, but you were earning miles. I was like, man, this is some. I recently did a video on this, but I can't believe it took me that long to do a video on it because it was actually cool. But I had it automatic, y'all. I had it set on recurring or whatever they call that. And I had something like $10 because I ain't trusted it at first. I was like, oh, nobody, I'm just going to do like $10. I can give up 10. And he kept sitting. I was wondering, man, why my American Airlines miles keep going up? I haven't used a card. And then I got an email one day. And now I got they gave me a metal debit card. I've never seen a metal debit card, but I got one. And I didn't see a fee. I haven't paid a fee. So anyway, that's the next card. I don't know what my phone is. Matter of fact, let me put my avatar. I'm gonna grab. Well, now I'm just gonna tell you. I did a video on. I think it was on Investing with Rod channel. Uphold. It's not in my wallet. It's in my mobile wallet. And I don't want to get my phone, but it's the Uphold card. It is in my mobile wallet. In order to get a physical card, it was a $5 fee. Didn't make sense to me. I wasn't gonna do that. I may one day because I'm used to physical cards. But with this card, remember I said I got 5% at groceries because I'm using the PayPal debit. I'm getting 5% cash back with the custom cash card at gas stations. And restaurants were sitting at 3 times the points with the Chase cards, which I'll still use because I also want to earn Chase points. But with this Uphold card, now if you've been paying attention or you were here earlier, go back and watch the replay. Earlier, I said I was using this card as my non-bonus category card because I get 1.5 times the points. I got a catch-all card that's beating that too, and it's the Uphold card. I'm gonna do a video, but I got to put all the pieces of this puzzle together because it's extremely intricate. It's not hard, but it is complex. It's not for a novice person. So when I come on and I put it out, it has to be a flow to the presentation or people will get lost. But with this card, I do get 4% cash back everywhere I go. Grocery stores, gas stations, restaurants, shoe stores, air tire and the air stores, the air pumps, wherever I go, I get 4% cash back up to $120 per month. So I got $120 I can play with and get 4% on anything I'm not getting 4% on. And then 5% on everything else. I mean, this is probably one of the best setups I've had. And that's what I've been running. But the Uphold piece, I wanted to make sure I had it. And there's 2 more things that I need to talk about. But with the Uphold, now I'm going to give y'all a brief description of it. I'm not going to get too deep into it. It appears at first glance to be a crypto account. And I got it just to purchase one cryptocurrency that I couldn't find anywhere else. This is not finance. I'm just going to be real quick. But once I opened it and got the crypto, and you start looking through the app, they had a debit card, they had a high yield savings account where I'm getting 4% cash back on money that's sitting there, beating PayPal at 3.7%. I'm also getting up to $120, 4% everywhere, and it gives it back in XRP. Man, go after this, get on YouTube and just type XRP. It's all everywhere. They're expecting this crypto. I don't know what's going to go on with it, but they're expecting it to blow up. If it do, I'm going to get some because from just stuff I would buy anyway. But that account, that Uphold account is strictly, I've created that as a travel account. It's all tying together. All of this is tying together. And why do I have that? Notice I said the PayPal account, when I get somewhere, I had to have cash. That Uphold account is slowly replacing my PayPal account. The last card in the wallet. This one, I can do it. I can now do it with the Uphold card, and I will be actually. I just got to get a little more familiar with Uphold. It is my Coinbase debit card, Coinbase crypto, Coinbase debit card. Man, I'm holding my hand crazy. I don't know what. With this card, it's a debit card, no annual fee. If you get a Coinbase account, you can get the card. The experiment, I'm doing an experiment with that card and the Uphold, and it's all still tied to travel because the crypto that I get on this, it is a crypto earning card. If you think that that we're not going to a digital, I can't get it out, digital currency situation, you're lost in the sauce. We are. What I've been doing with that card is treating it like cash, but everything's crypto, but it's quick transactions. Say, I think I was using XLM. We'll just say I was using XLM crypto. I need to say some quick. Bitcoin. I wasn't, but we'll say Bitcoin is quicker. I'm using Bitcoin crypto. I go out to eat. You know, they bring them little new jack things they got nowadays where they bring it to your table. You don't have to get a check and all that and no signature. You just kind of put your card up there and split the bill and all that good stuff. I like that because it's working perfect with my setup. So once I get that little thingamajig that they got and they tell me the amount and I calculate all the stuff, I'll then go into Coinbase, sell the crypto that whatever I want to use. In this case, we're saying Bitcoin to keep it simple. I sell the Bitcoin. Could have went up when I walked into the restaurant. Could have went down when I walked into the restaurant. Those are the dice I'm rolling with this, but that's how it's going to be. Unless you're using stable coins, that's how it's going to be. So do that. Once I transfer it, it automatically goes to my little account that's attached to this card. I guess like a little checking account or whatever. It just call it your money account or cash account or something like that. And I make the transaction. The best I've done is I think I had a close to a $50 meal, maybe a little higher. And when I walked in, I probably came up about $20. I think I had made, by the time I sat down and ate, I had made like a $60 or $70 profit in the crypto I was using. And so still earning crypto, eating for free, but it could have went the other way. But that's what's in my wallet. And that's one of the reasons I've taken a while to do one of these live streams is this is not, notice, I'm going to see if did anybody notice that's still in here? Did anybody notice? I'm going to go through some of these comments, but did anybody notice that something about my setup that's different than any other video I've ever done? There's something different. I'm not talking about no intros and the video, but the content of the video. It's something different in my setup that I've never done. I'm going to see if anybody catch that. See if you catch that. All right. So see who we got in the house. We got Jess Askin in the crib. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Jess Askin Homestead. Go check out her channel. She is a content creator. If you're a content creator, please feel free. I don't have none of that stuff where you put hashtag content creator and you're going to get your website or your channel to pop up. You just put the hashtag content creator, they're going to read it and then they're going to go find you. If they do all that, they really want to see you. That's the way I look at it because so many people cut and paste them little things, they pop up and nobody look at that. But if somebody put content creator and they see a name, they might do it. So check it out. Just put hashtag content creator. I came, I saw, I went. How you doing? Says, hi, thank you for being here. I do see, you look like you're looking on the mobile side. I'm trying to get familiar with that. Again, we are running from two different, it's the same show, same channel, but one is portrait in case you're on a phone. The other one is running landscape if you're on a laptop, TV, any other device you don't want a little bitty vertical picture of me and a whole bunch of TV screen with nothing. So kind of streamlining that. I didn't StreamYard, YouTube, somebody did it. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. Also, share this channel out. Not necessarily share it out on your community tab. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a cousin's cousin that this guy over here is talking about some stuff maybe they can relate to. What's going on, Jonathan Factor? Thank you for being here from Flushing, New York, man. Hey, which one of those teams you? Was you? I don't know, I'm scared to say. Was you a Buffalo fan, man? I can't figure out. I can't remember. Anybody? What did y'all think of that? Anybody see that Dallas? Who did Phillies? Boy, I'm not a Cowboys fan. Still not one. And I live in the DFW area, but that had to be one of the best heartfelt games. Not hard, but heartfelt games I've ever watched. I've seen a lot of football. I played football, man. I went to Kroger. I went to my favorite place. What up, Meat and I, man? Hey, they got their latest video, which I'm gonna be watching tonight. Every time I got ready to watch it, I wanted to be in a certain mindset when I watched it. And I want to say it's a lengthy, well worth the view video. But I almost did it before this, but I said, no, that might not be a good idea. I might want to wait. So y'all check it out, man. Go over there and check out Meat and I. They have a second channel, Sipping with Meat and I. Said peace to the chat. We already ran out there. Just asking said no. Okay, she didn't hear echo. Coco. Good evening. Listen in. Thank you, your favorite couple. YFC. Yo. Meat and I. Yo. Everybody saying yo. And we already addressed that. What up, Devin? What kind of credit limit increase you get this week? This whatever. I don't know when the last time you went live on here. Says, hey, Rod, how are you? I'm doing well. Thank you for being a channel member as well. Financial back shots. Not sure what you mean there, but please elaborate. I'd be more than happy to elaborate as well. Just to keep utilization up, that's also okay. You mean utilization down. You don't want it up. I don't want to make sure that nobody get confused. I know what Mojo or AZ Fox is saying, but credit utilization is a big part of your credit score. It's 30% of your credit score. With that, all it is your balance divided by your credit limit. That's why a lot of times you'll see people, hey, I'm trying to get a credit limit increase. That's why I asked. I wasn't trying to get in his business, but my answer is going to depend on what he's trying to do. A lot of times, if it's an emergency, I really don't have anything to say. I can't control the emergency, but if it's to keep your credit utilization down, meaning the experts say 30% or less. All right, Rod is not an expert, but Rod got a little common sense. Rod say 10% or less. Why? Life happens. If the experts are saying keep your credit utilization at 30%, meaning if you have a $1,000 credit limit credit card, not a debit card, a credit card, and your balance is $300, 300 divided by 1,000, 30% all day, every day, twice on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and all other days. So Rod is saying 10%. Now, when I say this, I'm not saying only spend $100 on the card. Now we're about to go to school. Classes in session, ladies and gentlemen. When I say $100, that's what you want to have. No more than $100. Definitely no more than $300 if you can help it, because life does happen. When your statement closing date is due or happens, it's not due. That's not the due date. Notice it's not the due date, the statement closing date. Whatever is on your card, the balance on your card on the statement closing date, there's a few exceptions. U.S. Bank is one of them, and a few other financial institutions. That's what's going to get reported to Experian. That's what's going to get reported to Equifax and TransUnion. You can go spend really $5,000 on a 1,000 limit card. You buy some, pay it down, and that billing cycle, you may have spent $5,000. But when it ends, when it is time to report to the big dogs, and you over here paying early, you think you're paying early because you're paying 3 or 4 days before the due date, and you're spinning your wheels and chasing your tail. And in the words of George Clinton, a dog that chases his tail will get dizzy. Your credit score ain't going up because it's reporting after the reporting date, and you paying at a due date, which is 21 days after the reporting date. Your stuff is stuck like some ice cold Delta syrup. I'm just telling you, man. I'm telling you, it ain't even moving. And you're over here wondering why. And that's why you got your boy here. I'm gonna tell you about it now. You're gonna say, "Oh man, you mean what this dude been the last 10 years? I've been wondering what's going on with my credit." Well, I'm here right now, baby. I'm here right now. Anyway, so moving right along with that, the utilization, $100. You want to make sure it's at $100 when it report. Now, really, it's 300. But if life happens, you're giving yourself a $200 cushion. You're giving yourself a cushion. That's why I tell people 10%. The lower you can get it to zero, the better. Now, I'm gonna dig in just to see y'all how you peel that onion. I'm gonna dig into AZ's business as far as he'll let me, because I have to get the whole true answer here of my recommendation. I'm not no financial advisor or nothing like that, but as a common sense advisor or a credit guy that does a lot of credit, not common sense, because this can get difficult. Is your utilization right now 5% or less? That's a yes or no question. I don't even need to know what it is, how high, how low. Is it 5% or less? If it's yes, I wouldn't even worry about no credit limit increase. If it's no, if it's between 5 and 30 or whatever and 30, you can, depending on what type of credit score you're trying to get. Are you trying to get a home? Are you trying to get a car? Are you trying to make a major purchase? If you're just trying to get your credit score up so you can look at your phone and see a certain number when you go to your credit reporting agency. So if you're trying to get a certain score so you can brag at the poker game or whatever you do, I just chill, man. I let it happen organically. I let it happen naturally. But if you're about to make a major purchase and you're sitting at 30 or 15 or 10, the lower you can get it, it may take your score and put you in a different credit bracket where you may go from a B tier to an A tier to an S tier or something like that. So it's kind of a little more to that to get out of the story to know. So, all right, moving right along. I knew that was coming. Which one you get, man? I recently got approved. Oh, you didn't get a credit, you got approved. What you get, man? I'm gonna guess, y'all. Let me see. With Devin's history, Devin got the backwoods. Shuck and jive. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking all the cards Devin got. Devin got the backwoods, Shuck and jive, Kiki, do you love me, Visa, American Express, MasterCard. I'm putting my money on that. That's what Devin got. He got even AZ want to know. Devin got the backwoods. I forgot the name of the card now, man. But he got an interesting card. I can tell you, man. He got a Bread Financial, which is really one out there. Couple other cards, man. Hey, I want to say something because look like I might be at the end of the comments, and while we're waiting on Devin, if he gonna tell us which card, I want to talk about something real quick. And nothing. Oh man, Devin came in the. Hold up, man. Oh man, see, I hate when this thing do that. Now I gotta go back up. Hold. Okay, Devin, I see it. Hey, what's up, Denise? Denise said caught alive. Yeah, I haven't really been live much on this channel. I've been on investing with Rod because I'm about to address that here right after this. I've been really busy setting. Here we go. I've been really busy setting up, learning, and looking accessories because I recently bought my first MacBook. Congratulations, man. Hold up. Hold on, man. I found something the other day, man. I think, hold on here. Yeah, congratulations, Devin. Back in the day, it was a different software. It was better back then. And just to make sure, man, I swear I don't think this here button working, man. Cause I ain't been on this channel in a while. Let me just make sure. Super chat. Yeah, it's working. I just want to make sure, man. I'm just making sure it's working. I ain't heard it in a while. And the only time I played it was somebody's super chat. Super chat is a donation to the channel that goes back into the channel. All right, now, bought your first MacBook at Best Buy and saved $850 from Best Buy rewards. Congratulations again. Price match with Amazon and 2-year promo. Dang, man. Devin, I need to come to wherever you at when I buy, because I got a MacBook, man. Hopefully it lasts a couple more years. But when it decide to chill out a little bit, man, you save $850 from Best Buy rewards. I ain't gonna have that because I ain't gonna get no Best Buy card, but that's a good job. I'm not a fan of store cards. Price match with Amazon and 2-year promo. Hey man, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. You will be amazed that when you do stuff in this field, when you do stuff in this points and miles and cashback field, because notice in the intro I said cashback as well. You'll be amazed at how the little things you do that you don't really think nothing of. People just be tripping, man. I was standing in the line one day, and this dude came to me. He worked at the store. I was at the grocery store. He said, "Hey, sir, man, I notice every time you I don't know what he was trying to say, but he said, every time you come here, man, I notice you pull out your phone and you text somebody. Is it like security or something?" No, man, look how I'm doing. Security of what? No. He said, "Well, what do you be doing if you don't mind me asking?" I said, "Man, I don't know if you're ready, man. You got a crowd?" I said, "Man, what I'm actually doing is with my PayPal card, I'm transferring money from my bank to PayPal. And then I'm pulling out my card, if you must know, and then I'm paying it so I can get 5% back." He said, "That's what those little stickers on the floor for?" I said, "Yeah, man." I said, I don't keep money." He said, "Man, that's cool." But it blew his mind. And then when I told somebody I was using some Bitcoin at a restaurant, I ain't never doing that again. I wouldn't recommend that one. Not to everybody doing it, because that turned into a whole 20-minute conversation. Excuse me. Excuse me, man. Hashtag trifecta from my Best Buy Visa card. Okay, hashtag trifecta. Man, it's good to see me tonight. Maybe I gotta call y'all, man. Not for no long time, but for some good information time. So, can't say for a good time. My co-host used to say that. What up, John? Y'all check out my man John Credit and Travel, another content creator in this niche. And it's always good to get a different perspective on this, man. You never know, because what I do and what he do may be two different ways of doing it, two different financial institutions, but we're all trying to do the same thing: travel for little or no money out of our pocket. Go to the lounges, put your feet up, feel like Caesar the Rod for a minute, or Rod the Caesar, or whatever I was, eating some grapes and crackers and cheese when I normally wouldn't for free. Man, I'm telling you, this points and miles world, man. It gave me an opportunity that I never thought I'd have. You got a country boy from Arkansas, man, and now I put on Investing Rod from the mud to Wall Street. I've been to Wall Street, but I ain't working there. But I'm invested all over the place there, from the mud to first class. Y'all, if y'all like me, if I say it real fast, I might get you. But I've been by first class a lot of times in my life. I've been by them, walk right on back to the main cabin. And that's what happened. I never thought, I never imagined. The first time I flew first class, I didn't even know what you do. They got all this little stuff they be doing and getting you a little towel to wash your hand. I'm over here looking at everybody else, trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. They over here, they gave me a little towel. I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And I'm like, "What am I supposed to do with this thing, man?" I'm looking, wash my hand. Next thing I know, I'm washing my face. I'm like, "Boy, this nice." We ain't even did nothing yet. Everybody coming on. I don't know how they pulled this out. Everybody coming on the plane. "Hey, sir, would you like a cocktail?" "Oh, y'all going to say," "Yeah." Y'all going to stop all the big. No one to take me forever when I'm going back there. But anyway, I never thought I'd be able to do that, man. I never did. Not that I wasn't supposed to, I wasn't meant to, it wasn't good enough. I just never thought I'd be able to. I looked at a first class flight one time. It said 15, and then two more numbers, and I was done looking. I don't even remember the other two numbers. It was 1,500 and something. I couldn't afford that. I was mad at the $300 regular flight. I was trying to see, could they strap me to the wing or something? But anyway, man. Then I go to the hotel, that little old line that said gold, platinum, and diamond, and they just walk right up, and I'm like, I'm in this line with 6 people. How they do that? What you got to do that? Nobody would ever answer the question, so I never knew. Then when I got in the points and mile game, all you had to do sometimes was have a card or this card to get you there. Man, I'd lollipop all the way up to the front. Boy, it was really fun if I didn't look like I was supposed to be going over there like a hoodie and whatever, and I just go over there. Is this the elite line? And the lady like, "Yeah." Yeah, I'm one of them dudes. I'm that dude right now. And then I check in, man. It was just fun, but man, this game had this points of miles thing has shown me, and I've done things I never think I'd be able to do. Hey, good to see you too, brother. That's when I was talking about bass. I got the new Rakuten Amex card issued by Imprint. I knew it was gonna be something in there with the five. Oh wait, hold up, man! Once again, these glasses ain't working. A $9,000 limit. Applying for it is like the Apple Card, where you can see and offer and limit first. Oh, okay. So let me read that now that I deciphered it, which it wasn't Devin. It was just me with this glass. So Devin got the new Rakuten card. Let me talk about this. Amex doesn't have a Rakuten card. Devin, when he says it, you're gonna have the name of the card first. I've got to break this down for the people that are new here that don't know Devin. But Devin's been rocking with me since I first started too, y'all. But the Rakuten card, it's got the American Express logo at the bottom, like this here PayPal card got the MasterCard logo at the bottom. It's gonna say American Express. American Express cards will typically, I ain't gonna say never, but a lot of times they don't put their logo on the front of their American Express cards. It's on the back. You'll have the Visa logo, the Discover logo, the American Express logo, and the MasterCard logo. So when Devin say Rakuten Amex card, you're not getting an American Express card. They're using the American Express payment network. I always like to put that out there. I don't need nobody going telling me they went to my channel and we're over here telling you got the Rakuten American Express and you upset because you don't. You really don't. I'm telling you now, you don't. You have a Rakuten card that is using the American Express payment network. And he got a $9,000 limit, but it's issued by Imprint Bank. See, Devin broke it down. So Imprint is the bank, Amex is the payment network processor. Y'all probably don't care, and I'm gonna tell you why I do. And Rakuten is where you getting your rewards. All this here, the only one I care about is Amex because I have stock in it. So I do care about the payments network. I really don't because I have stock in all of them except Discover. So that's the only reason I sometimes pay attention. Applying for it is like the Apple Card where you can, and that is cool, man. You can see the offer and you can see your limit. If you don't like the limit, you don't hit the button, you don't get your thing charged. A lot of these cards, I need y'all to pay attention to me, man. Y'all, please, 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 when you're applying for these cards, especially if you're on a computer, even on a phone, take a few moments, especially if you're teetering the line or you're on that seesaw and you're at the top and you could go up or down, meaning you're like a 640 or 650. You're not sure if you're going to get approved. Your boy's been there. Go ahead and see if there's a pre-approval tool somewhere. They'll do a soft pull on your credit. They may tell you no. You may be like Rod and be upset and say, why me? I can't never get a credit card. But at the end of the day, you didn't take a credit hit, and still don't have a credit card. The only thing happens, you just don't have a card right now. Right now. I was that dude, man, 547 credit score. I was that dude that couldn't get a credit. I couldn't even get the. I don't even know if did I have a secure credit card? I think I did. I don't even know how I got that, man. Everything don't last forever. Y'all keep that in mind. All right, AZ Fox, thank you. Jess Haskins said, thank you for the shout out. No problem, no problem. That's what we do over here on PBT. All right, in case you're wondering, that's just short for Points Blank Travel. I don't know why I came up with that long name, man. I know why, but anyway. All right, congrats, Devin. YouTube Spirit. What up, my man? YouTube. Thank you for your support, man. You rocking with me on Investing with Rob. Been rocking with me for a while on PBT. And man, I want to thank you and show my sincere gratitude for everybody that's been rocking with me, man. I appreciate y'all. And this is the week of Thanksgiving. We're going to talk about that in a minute, though. But right now, congrats, Devin. I bought a MacBook Air in February, I think, a few weeks ago. I accidentally dropped it. Oh, Lord. Man, best advice is get AppleCare. I wish I did. I think. All right. But just in case, you're now tuned in to a place of knowledge. Just in case you didn't get no AppleCare. I ain't never got AppleCare. That's a good idea. It's a great idea, yo, YouTube experiment. But just in case you never got it, I'm gonna slide to the left, slide to the right. I'm about to do the electric slide. If I go buy that same Macintosh Airbook with this card right here, don't say nothing about no Best Buy. I said Chase Sapphire prefer. You can't even read it, but listen to it. Metal. If it sounds like that, it can do some things. I'm just putting it out there, except that Bass card. If it sounds like that, it can do some things. It's not your average card. It's got a cape on it. It really quit messing with y'all. But with the Chase Sapphire Preferred, and it's not the only car, there's several out there, man. That's why you got to know the benefits of your car. Why are you getting this car? When I got this car, I didn't know this was a benefit. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Well, I knew it, but I didn't care. If I buy a MacBook Pro with that card, if all them people over at Best Buy won't give me no warranty on it, and I dropped it and I just got it, I just hit up Chase, let them know, send them a report, send them a copy of the receipt. I got a protection plan on that card. I ain't paid nothing. It's part of that $95 annual fee. And the money I'm saving on travel, I'm getting $95 back. I didn't even mention this World of Hire card, man. Let's go back to strategizing. Y'all, this here is a lie within a lie within a lie within a lie. This card right here has a $95 annual fee. And I just said, it's in my card. I may or may not use it. I don't know. But guess what? I think this might be the month that's going to expire. I might be doing a staycation for real. Every year I get a free night up to category 4 just for having this card, just for having it. It ain't even got to be in my wallet. I can throw this card on top of on top of something, on top of the TV or something. Wherever it lands, it stay there. As long as I pay the bill, if there is one. And you tell me the last time you seen a hotel, not a motel, a hotel for $95 or less. They're going to be more than that. So I'm getting my money back, man. Ain't no shaking and faking over here, baby. We all about the business, man. I put it on investing with Rod. I don't play to lose. I play to win. And the reason I learned all this, man, I'm going to tell you what, there's a couple type of people in the world, man. There are those that are in the parade, and there are those that watch it go by. I always wanted to be in the parade, and most times in my life, I've been in the parade. The average bear, Yogi or Boo-Boo, will say, oh, man, I can't do this. I can't try. I don't make enough money. Well, guess what? I did too. I was that same dude that didn't make a lot of money. And I said that same thing. Man, I can't do this. I don't have enough money. But you know what I did? I made a way. I didn't make a way. I didn't make this. The way was out there. The way was already out there. I took the time and the discipline and saw the benefit. That's the key. You got to see the benefit. You can listen to me all year long. If you don't see the benefit of something, you're not going to be all in. But when I saw the benefit, and it started with an American Airlines card, and I didn't even know I had good credit. My credit was 750 something. No, 712, 812, 8 or 712. It was way higher than I thought it was. I thought it was like 6 something. That's okay. I got a card to get some miles, but how you use them? And then when I said, wait a minute, I can fly for free. All I got to do is use this little card. The light bulb came on. And I created, not way before some PBT and points blank, I created a strategy. I started watching videos and reading articles. And now I haven't paid out of my pocket for a trip since 2017. I've stayed at the Fontainebleau in Las Vegas. Look it up. 20 acres, 14 pools, 3 buildings, Rolls Royces all over the place. And I'm down there. I ain't going to say barely making it, but I ain't got no Rolls Royce either. Cost me nothing. I think when I went down there, I flew down there on American. No, that was another trip. That was on the Meet Not cruise. I flew, didn't have enough points. I got creative. It wasn't going to hold me down. I wanted to fly first class, and that's what I was going to do. I had enough to fly first class American and come back in Maine. I just couldn't. It wasn't nothing wrong with it. I could if I had to, but I said, no, Rod, think a little bit, baby. Get on your toe. Get 10 toes down. Let's think a little bit. I flew down to Miami on American, down on Delta, back on American, first class with zero. We ain't even remember the other part of my little intro out of my pocket. All I needed was the PayPal card to have some cash, baby. If I can do it, anybody can. Let's get out in these comments, see what's going on. All right, here. Oh man, David done broke it down. I got the 16-inch MacBook Pro, which was $2,500, $2,500, and price match with the Amazon. Okay, so you price, boy, y'all, this here's like a, y'all, this here's a boulder right here, man. Y'all might want to take a picture. Just don't put me up in it. Y'all don't get what y'all do, man. So he got a MacBook Air, a Pro with $2,500. He price matched at Amazon for $300 cheaper. So now we're down to $2,200. Then he used $500 in Best Buy rewards, got it down to $1,700, and which lowered the tax. Okay, which I say $850 in a 2-year deferred interest, and that means so he put this on a card, gonna pay the interest free for 2 years. But just be careful if y'all do this. The only thing I see with this, I want to make sure y'all aware of this. If you so happen to take 25 months instead of 24, they're going to go back and they're going to accrue all their interest is going to accrue. So just make sure that, man, that's a heck of a thing there, Devin. I like that. We got Tasharia, my homegirl now. Man, y'all, she go live at 6 o'clock. I saw it the other day, and she doing 75-day chat, but I saw it the other day. My phone was playing tricks on me, man. I said, oh, man, Tasharia live. She working out. And then I kept going. I noticed I ain't see no little live button over there. I said, man, maybe I ain't home care. It had happened like 12 hours ago. I missed it, man. But y'all check out. Yes, you see the offer and then freeze credit again before accepting. Oh man, that's a lot of work right there. I'd rather do the pre-approval. So you see the offer. I got to be like Matt Dillon over here. I got to be over here looking on the laptop looking, and then if I don't like the offer, I got to freeze my credit. But you got to have that set up with Experian or somebody. Maybe not. I don't know. But you could do it. Hey, there you go, man. YouTube just tell y'all how to do it. Freeze your credit. It's like a line dance. I wanted the card for Christmas shopping because I use Rakuten all the time. If a retailer on Rakuten offers 10% at the time, I would get 14% from 10% through Rakuten and 4% using the Rakuten card. Gotcha. Master of his craft, man. This man here he's making things happen. Devin is making things happen. We about to have a good segue into what I'm about to talk to. Green card has 90 days for accidental. It's well past 90 days. Oh, gotcha. So with the accidental, with his travel insurance, and then green card is American Express. Green card, by the way. Not sure terms of the CSP, Chase Sapphire Preferred card. I can't remember. But if something crazy like that happened, I would hopefully take care of it. Hopefully, I would get it done. Best Buy now has a membership, which includes Apple Care for 2 years every time you buy an Apple product. Oh, okay. They have a membership. So you get 2 years of Apple Care when you buy. Okay. Y'all got that. Good to know, man. Boulders being dropped all over the place. People are telling people good stuff here. So Best Buy, we're going just looking at this. When just what I got out of the last comments, if you do have insurance and you have a credit card, make sure you know the details of that coverage. This is a 90-day for accidental on the American Express green card. For YouTube experiment, it's been longer than 90 days. He's not sure the terms of CSP, but offhand, I'm not either. I've never looked, knock on wood, luckily I've never had to use travel insurance. What I actually started doing, because for some reason, everywhere I went in 24 and 23, I was extending my stay, even back maybe 22 as well. So I go somewhere and not have a certain time I was 23 and all. Once I stopped working, I just said, man, I'm not on the schedule. I go back when I want to go back. But I always would get a round trip and pick a date. And I stopped doing it. I'm like, no, man, because I got to call them and be on hold and all this. So I started just getting one way. And as long as it equaled up to a round trip, and most times it did, pretty much all the time it did. So some of the times now, when we say free or little or no money out of your pocket, it's free when it comes to financial, but it's going to be a thought process. If you want to book, matter of fact, I might share my screen and do some. I want to check some, and I am actually. But I want y'all to think, I want to say this here. Another reason I haven't done a What's in My Wallet video, and I want to put this on just real quick. I'm the type of person, I can't speak for nobody else but Rod. I'm the type of person, if I see writing on the wall, if I see an economic shift or something like that, I'm going to make moves that's best for my overall situation. Notice I said earlier I hadn't traveled in 2025. When the market started tumbling in early 2025, I didn't know it was going to be a rough year all year, but it seems like it's been one thing after another, just after another, after another, after another that's been happening. You know, we go look in the grocery stores and prices are nowhere. I don't even eat potato chips anymore, man. They should have raised the prices a long time ago. I probably would have been 3 years healthier, no cholesterol, because I'm not paying $6 for no regular bag of chips when I was just paying $3.50 for them. And that's the $3.50 if they stamped it on. If I got it at the grocery store, I'd probably paying $2.99 if I was a car member. But with that being said, I started focusing on what I thought the viewer, the majority of the viewers were actually focusing on. And in my mind, and I could be wrong, but I thought, I had a thought or a vision. And Points Blank, the Points Blank network is all about visions. And it's all about doing what's best for the people. I'm like, how many people right now are concerned about a credit card? How many people are concerned about points and miles? How many people are concerned about travel right now? I never came up with a definitive answer, nor did I come up with, well, but how many people may be thinking about being laid off? How many people may be thinking about, do I have enough money in the bank in case we have to have an emergency? I mean, we just had one where we had an unexpected emergency a few years back. But sometimes, and I'm one of those people, out of sight, out of mind, or we have short-term memory where it's detrimental then, but it slowly gets out of our memory bank. But I made the decision as the founder. I'm not the chief executive officer because I'm the operations officer, the executive officer, the janitor. I'm all of them. I'm everybody. So as the founder of Points Blank, the Points Blank Network, I made a decision to kind of make a shift for the viewers. I can come up here and get views. I can drop videos every day talking about the latest and greatest points and miles promotion, and I'm going to get back to doing that. But one thing I've noticed in the last few years, the last few years I haven't been working, is and I was just discussing this with someone earlier today, is I'm having more time to pay attention to more things. With the hustle and bustle of the old Rod, not the Points Blank job, but the Rod prior to semi-retiring, my life was always hustle and bustle. And I wonder how many people had I rolled by that was hurting, and it was written all over their face. And I'm not talking about physically hurting. Could have been emotional. It could have been, and when I say emotional, it could have been a man that was going to work, but yet was wondering how he was going to get groceries that are going up, how he was going to pay his light bill. And if you live in the DFW area, every time your lease is expired, the rent goes up. How many times did I ride by that gentleman? So I said, hold up, Rod, slow your roll, bro. Let's ease back off the credit. Let's start talking a little bit about what most people have, and that's the debit card. How can I talk to the people about using that debit card that they already spending money on higher prices and getting more cash back? Somebody in the back may not have heard me. Watch the replay. I say it again. You already got to pay the high prices. You may not be worried about travel. Here it is. The travel guy haven't even traveled in 2025. But you may be wondering, where am I going to get my next? Am I going to get ahead if everything keeps going up quicker than I can get ahead? It's just a little note from ROD from PBT, man. I ain't going to get too deep in it. Thanksgiving is upon us, y'all, man. And I will say I am thankful for everybody that has tuned into this channel, that has subscribed to this channel. There's a lot more content creators out there right now than there was when I started. And there's a lot more people to watch, a lot more different types of content. And with that being said, I look at some of my old content. I have been lately because I'm checking out some stuff. And there's names there that I haven't seen and I don't know how long. They may pop up. They may not pop back up, should I say. But I'm I'm thankful for the people that have been here, that are no longer here, as far as watching the channel. I'm thankful for the people that have been rocking with me since day one. And I'm not saying that because it's Thanksgiving. Every night that I've gone live or shot a video, probably in the last 2 weeks, I would say prior to, I didn't, including the night, I was like, I don't know if I feel like going live. And that's before I decided to make this public to the world that I'm about to be live. But it's because of y'all that you want to come on here, you want to keep grinding, because, you know, it's a lot of cliches out there, but I'm a firm believer. If I could reach one person, if I could teach one person, that one person, I don't have to have 5,000 in my views. I don't have to have 10,000 subscribers. I really just need one, maybe two, to give me better odds. But if I can get one person and they tell 5 people, and those 5 people never watch me at all, they just learn from that one person. Mission complete for Rod. That mission. But there are several missions out there. So I want to thank each and every one of y'all that keep giving me the motivation. It's not, a lot of people may think, and I have a lot of people, Rod, how do you do it? You got multiple channels. It's not easy turning a light switch on and going from a credit card, credit points and miles, credit utilization, 5%, 3%, 3 times the point, to this stock and this crypto and Bitcoin and this ETF and JP Morgan and all this, and what Meta's doing, and buy this stock, doing an interview with my co-host Tanya from Event Yours, or interviewing someone on my own, or her and I having a topic it's not easy, it's fun. And I like them all because they all serve their purpose. Even whether people are still going to be traveling, people have to travel. They have to travel for work. They have to travel for family situations. People are still going to, so I'm still going to put the travel info out. People are concerned about their finances. They don't really necessarily always want to hear about stocks. I'm going to come here and talk about the cash back. They're not worrying about putting their money in an account or a building. They just worrying about having some money. I'm going to talk about the cashback cards that you don't have to pay for, the debit cards. And then with all this going on, sometimes people just need a laugh. They need to take all this and forget about it for an hour, 2 hours. That's why we had a Point Blank Experience. No, I'm not promoting no channels. I'm just telling y'all why you haven't seen me as much here, because prior to everything that I'm able to see now that I'm paying more attention, I may just been focused on PBT. I may have just been focused on, at the time, Point Blank Finance or the Point Blank Spirit. But now I really feel like I have to, for real, spread the love. And I've created a schedule, thanks to Why Loves to Motivate, who's been talking to me about it for I don't know how long. Thanks to Shelton from Your Favorite Couple, who's been talking about a schedule to me for I don't know how long. Now we have one created. So anyway, with that being said, thank y'all, man. Let me see what Devin's talking about here. Well, I got to go back up. Actually, YouTube Experiment say I checked for damage. CSP is 120 days, but only up to $500, whereas CSR is 120 days, up to $10,000. Yeah, with that annual fee. Yeah. So there you go. And I like to see what YouTube Experiment did. He went and dug in. Hey, YouTube, do you have both? You had the CSP and the MX Green? Or did you use the MX Green for that trip? Or you were just checking on the CSP? Because I said I would use that one. Either way, I appreciate it, because that's how you do it. If you do have both cards, you want to see, you want to do this before you go buy the computer, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to, because whatever card you come up with, you ain't gonna be able to switch swap after it happened. It's got to be the card. You're gonna be stuck with the card you decide to use. So if you use a credit card to make a purchase at a Best Buy or something like that, and it has protection, a protection plan on it, make sure wherever you go, you're gonna be like, in this scenario here, you get 120 days for both cards. You get a $500 coverage on one and 10,000 other. There's also an annual fee difference of about $700 too between these two cards every year. I may not ever use no protection. So do I want to get the CSR just because of it? I wouldn't, because that's why I have the CSP. Chase Sapphire Preferred, Chase Sapphire Reserve. You're going to see acronyms on here, and I'm going to do my best. Okay. Gotcha. YouTube experiment. I'm gonna go back up, Devin. Don't trip. He said he used the green card because he's trying to reach a sign-up bonus. To be honest, so a lot of times when people that are gurus with credit cards are enthusiasts, I look at YouTube experiment as kind of both. Uh, there, we will use the sign-up bonus. We'll use one card to reach that sign-up bonus because you're going to spend $3,000 and get. I'm just throwing out a number. Say 90,000 points. Well, if you spend $3,000, even on a 5% cashback card, $3,000 or 5 times the points, that's 15,000. If I'm calculating that right, 3 times 5, yeah. No. So you come out. That's why people want to hit the sign-up bonus. Going back up to Devin. Devin says the Best Buy is called My Best Buy Total, and it costs. Oh no. Is that the card or is that little program? Man, you got to help me out with that, player. Because I ain't paying. Not for a store card, I wouldn't. I talked to Dwayne Villa. He texted me the other day. I told him about my MacBook. He gave him suggestions from Sad News. He gave me. Oh snap! I gotta hold up, y'all. Let me put this in my notebook here. I'm probably one of the few people that still throw. Because he texted me the other day, and I this past weekend been crazy. And we played text tag for a minute. I was supposed to call him, got caught up. I'll give him a call. Thanks, Devin. Thanks for letting me know that, man. I use a great. Okay, we already hit that. I have CSR, but would downgrade back to the CSR. So he's going to downgrade his Chase Sapphire Reserve back down to the Chase Sapphire Preferred. There is a significant difference in the annual fee. All right, y'all, let me just do something real quick here. I do want to see some. I am going to be sharing my screen. I had it pulled up, but my internet was tripping, so I took it back down. This is just a little fun part of the show, and then after this, if we don't have any good questions, we're going to raise up. Let me just get this pulled up here, and then we're going to share this screen with y'all. It's the Best Buy membership. Okay, my Best Buy Visa card. Okay. Yeah, those memberships can be good if you use them, but I mean, nothing wrong with them. I just try to minimize them if I can, and hope and pray don't nothing happen sometime. I'm serious, y'all. All right, so I am on the American Airlines card, and I'm itching, man. I'm itching for a scratch. I'm itching. I want to travel. Lately I've been doing a couple of these on the lives, man. I've been pulling up and looking at different scenarios. And today I think I'm leaning toward concrete, that place where concrete jungles are made of. I go New York. I'm sorry. I just sometimes be thinking and I can't sing, but why was I getting ready for this live? And I was out there singing chestnuts roasting on an open fire, whatever the name of that song is. We ain't even got to Thanksgiving yet. I'm out there singing Hey, let me see. Can I change me on this screen? No, I leave it like that. I was going. Well, y'all can see it. All right. So I'm thinking about going to New York, man. Not now though. I ain't going when it's cold. I ain't going when it's hot. So I know the place I always fly into. I never flew into JFK, but where I stay at when I go there is closer to LaGuardia. Round trip. We ain't gonna redeem no miles just yet. We're gonna look at both scenarios. It's a rap song used to say that. That's why. Now I ain't going when it's cold, so let's go X out November, December. This kind of helping me. January, February. I'm gonna say it might warm up around March. Now I like to typically travel on a Thursday because it's cheaper, but I don't like to go that first week just in case they trying to make some money or some points. So I'm gonna go that second week. Plus my football number was 12. Now. Coming back, if I go to New York, I ain't going for no 2 days. That just don't make no sense. So I'm gonna probably, and I don't like coming back on Sunday, really Monday either. But that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna put this for S&Gs. If you don't know what that is, I don't even know if you can Google that. But it stands for something in grins. You probably heard it in your life. I'm traveling by myself, so I'm just gonna put flying. I'm just putting this here. What we gonna come up with, man? It's spinning. Hopefully y'all can see this here. Uh-oh. Man, I don't know if that little cursor's supposed to be spinning. I ain't never seen it. Hey, this is a MacBook here, Devin. Better be able to look out, because I don't know what that means. That might mean my internet is. Oh, there you go. But I get ready to say, yeah, y'all can see it. All right, so come on. How many people we got here? I'll make sure I ain't doing it. We got 6 real homies in the crib. All right, appreciate y'all being here. All right, so, well, I know I'm telling you, I ain't flying nowhere no 6, 7, 8. Now, this here is typically anywhere from here to here. I really don't want to get to New York, no rush hour. So I'm really probably looking at these two. I will. But I ain't no mathematician, but I ain't in no hurry. Well, you kind of do. But if I say the ideal one would be this, because 11 o'clock I get there at 4, nonstop. I could leave at 1:35, get there at 6, save $20. Now I'd rather do this. But if I don't feel like getting up early, I'd rather do this. But it's typically this area I like to fly. Coming back, I like to catch the latest flight I can because I want to enjoy where I am. So we're gonna just say this one, 387 round trip. That's main cabin. Premium. That's what I was talking about, y'all. And do y'all even halfway think? And this here is, they didn't change it to premium, I guess. This is what they would call first. So I'll be on a premium flight, not first class. Why am I going to get on the same plane, going to the same place? Now the seats are a little wider. They got a little more room. But I tell y'all what I do. I get a little hood on them. And you get some free drinks. I don't care about that. I ain't even drinking. And you get what used to be some pretty good food, decent food. Now it's kind of microwavable, so I don't care about that either. For $1,800, let me just say no. No, I ain't doing that, man. Because here, I'm going to pay this here. I'm going to get an aisle seat. I'm going to put my feet out in the aisle if I want to stretch out. I'm going to give me some ginger ale and let it fizz, or some Sprite and pretend it's a cocktail, and give me a bunch. And I'll tell them quick too. Hey, can I get some of them extra cookies y'all got? I forgot the name of them cookies there on flight. Some cookies I would never buy in the store. I forgot. It's like 2 little flat cookies. Somebody know, man. Put it in the comments. It's some cookies you get though, and I'd be good to go, man. I'm like, no, ain't no way. But with points and miles, I might have did that. So we're gonna go back. So $387. Well, I got to keep the streak alive, man. I don't want to pay no $387. I don't want to do it. So now I got to put the rubber to the road here. Now this is where the strategy come in. If I knew that I want to go to New York in March, I need to do. I need to start probably strategy now, depending on how many. That's recent. Only thing I want to change right here. Hopefully, they don't have me logging in no account. Cause I ain't doing all that. I ain't have to do it earlier. If I have to close this out, I will. Alrighty, here we go. And let's see. We said that 11 o'clock flight, I believe it was. 28,000 miles plus $11. Boy, it ain't easy being cheesy because that there, let me see. I ain't paying for this flight. I just calculated. I know what I need to do. I know how many miles I have with American, which is not a lot. I know how many points I have with Chase, but I kind of want to use my Chase points for the hotel. So I'm going to take them out the equation. And let's just say I need really roughly about 20,000 more miles. I'm going to use my City Custom Cash. I got my Bass Bank over there earning. Might buy a couple things between now and then, go through the shopping portal. Yep, I ain't paying for this. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm over here, man. I'm telling you, man, now right now, I might not go nowhere. But I have a level of excitement because I ain't even got to think about how much it's going to cost me. I'm going to use that 367 and do something else. I don't know what. Might eat $300 worth of pizza. Might eat $300 worth of steak. We'll get $300 worth of hot dogs, but they be on them little trucks. So I don't think I'm gonna be doing that. Let me see if we got any questions, man. Information, man, my brother in the heat. Man, I sent you something, man. I don't know if you got it. Much respect, bro. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate everybody being here. And we got my sister in here. Sis Key, I got to get you over to my other channel, Investing with Rod. I'm going to rap to you about it. Y'all, I don't know if I've ever told this story here. And if I have, I apologize because I'm going to tell it again. This young lady, and I saw the video. Key, don't just put a yes or no. Because you look totally different. Is your last initial, don't tell me your name, but is your last initial of P? P as in Papa or Paul, or Pierre, whatever. I can't say what I want to say until happy belated Veterans Day. Missed you and been meaning to reach out. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you to all the veterans out there, man. I had an interest in Veterans Day. I spent most of my Veterans Day trying to get me some free food, and I failed tremendously because I ain't go. Well, by the time, yep. Yeah, I ran into a video the other day, a live stream, where Key was in the comments asking some phenomenal questions. The two profiles look totally different. And now she has her own channel. And I've said it to somebody, Kid. I'm going to say it because I haven't had a chance to say it to you. In my opinion, I'm going to say either her or Sledge, but I'm going to have to go with Key. I'm going to say Key may edge my buddy out. Key is one of the most sought after credit card content creators when it comes to being interviewed, hearing her strategy, how she does things. Well over in the hundreds of cards in her lifetime, and I want to say about 50 active now. So, and I don't know, man, how long we been on here? We've been on here an hour and 26 minutes. I'm definitely not going to go too much, but we got Information Man show here. I did want to look at one other thing. I thought about dropping the link, but yeah, interesting. Yeah, Information Man show. It's amazing that, you know, and it's crazy, man, just to give you the background on that, give everybody background. I knew Key used to watch me when I first started, and now to see her have her own channel, you know, you kind of feel like Grandpa YouTube or something, Papa YouTube or some Papa Smurf. And then when I interviewed Sledge and asked him who motivated him, and he said, what YouTubers influenced him, and he said I was the person that influenced, and that really touched me, man. It mean a lot. So last thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna unshut this here, and then I'm gonna pull up something else, and we're gonna get ready to get out of here, man. I think. Let me go over here. Let me just close. It'd be easy if I close it out. My luck, I've been closed the whole life out. All right, I'm just trying to do this here just so in case it have. All righty. Let me see. I'm gonna pull this up real quick, y'all. God, did I spell that? No. I know. There it is, right there. Got it. All right, so we're going to go ahead now. I can share my screen. How many people? We still got 7 real homies in the crib. Let me go ahead and reshare my screen, and I'm going to look at this hotel. I love the ambiance of this hotel I'm about to show you. I'm just curious. I'm not married to the hotel. I don't have to stay here, but I know some of the staff. Make sure y'all can see that. Let me get that out of here. I don't even know what they're talking about. It says sure. That just let me know it's probably something I don't want. It says sure. No. Devin said he recently saved about 90% off my briefcase for my MacBook at Office Depot. It was originally $120 and it was on sale for about $30. And due to my business goal, flexible business credit each month, it only cost me about. Damn, Devin, you out there working the system, boy. You out there, man. David out there getting the $120 briefcase for $10, man. So what do we say? What was that? March 12th? through the 16th. Yeah, I'm getting concerned, man. It's like, every birthday, man, I be like, man, I hope they don't, because my memory is like well, it used to be like an elephant. Now it's like a teenage elephant. So we're going to do the same thing here. I'm looking at the Renaissance Midtown Manhattan, New York. Go ahead and click find hotels and let's see what they come up with. I mean, I'm just curious because I ain't never I've been there in the summer for my birthday. Yep, there. Oh, Lord, have mercy, boy. Y'all see that, man? Y'all, God. $599 a night. Yep, that's it. That little Planet Fitness, man. I used to sit out here, man. It was cool. Sit out to go up to the 6th floor, give me some Remy Martin, go stand out here and just people watch, man. It is so cool. But the room. But anyway, man, so let's look at this, man. Let's look at this here. Let's view the race. Lord have mercy, that's crazy. And the rooms, man, I'm sorry, only in New York, they ain't worth no $600. Man, look at y'all. I promise you, man, this must be a big room because I got out the bed. I only slept over there one night. I got out the bed, man, stepped out, and my nose was on this window. I said, man, what man, I ain't see this room with that much room. I don't know what I must have had for real. Like, no. They must have changed it. Maybe somebody complained. Because, man, I got out the bed and was at the window, man. I said, that ain't happening. So, yep, I had a city view. Well, I don't know what they call a city view. I saw the city, but there was another building there, too. Non-refundable. And that non-refundable, $600, man. Hey, you get 2 beds. Oh, okay, you get a guest room, I guess. I ain't doing all that. All right, y'all. Ain't no sense to look at that too long. We're going to go over here and look for some magic. All right, we're going to update this. All I did was click use points and miles. I'm not even logged in, so anybody can do this. And keep in mind, I can transfer my Chase points over to this and use points. All right. Oh, all right. So right now, I don't know, though. I want y'all to pay attention to something. When it does it in cash, it's per night. When it does it, that's why I was about to freak out and click out of here. When it does points, it says points for the entire stay. That's what I said, 4 days. So that ain't too bad. $70 a night, 72 a night. $72,000. I mean, 72,000 points a night. All right, I'll put that on the grill. In the fridge and let that marinate. What we're going to do now, man, I ain't going out. I'm just going to type it here. And we're going to go over here, man. I just don't see that happening. Now, we're going to see the beauty of it. I'm going to show y'all. This is going to be the last thing here in New York. I never stayed at Long Run. I ain't staying at no airport. I don't want to stay at no high place. The Time, New York. I don't even know what the heck that is. I already know the Thompson's gonna be high. Man, I'm not staying at no airport, dude. I ain't going way up to the state. We just gonna keep on looking. That's one thing about, just so y'all know, Hyatt has, if this is your first time here, Hyatt has the best hotels. The best program, not the best hotels, the best program. But and all I'm doing here is clicking military veteran rate. And I don't care if the room, I'm not going to click it, but I don't care if it's got little bars in the tub. It don't bother me. I just hold on to them. I'm going to get my money worth. I'm going to hold it on. Water skiing in the shower, man. All right, so we're going to see what they got here. I might change my mind. It's another place I want to stay at in Times Square, Marriott Marquis, but I'll look at that. I'm not gonna do it in this live. I'll update y'all and we'll look at it because I don't want this to be too long. So that's Midtown. Oh, they got a high place Times Square. $200 a night instead of $387. The highest cent. Oh, still cheaper though. Y'all see how cheap it is? But watch when I hit these points, man. And keep in mind, my points is gonna be if it say 277,000 points at Marriott, I'm gonna use the same amount of Chase points. So, all right. So Hyatt House, I don't want to be Hyatt Grand Central. I don't like that area. Oh, they got a Hyatt Regency Times Square. So y'all, we gotta keep that in mind. It's 3.5 star. I usually don't pay attention to that because there could be a bunch of people that thought they, I don't know, maybe, had a bad experience or something. So I always wanted to stay at the Grand Hyatt. Park Hyatt. Did we see that anywhere? No, not the Park South, unless they changed the name. And we getting higher. So the Thompson at Central Park is the same as Midtown Manhattan. I'd rather stay in Midtown, but Times Square is right down the street. So I'm gonna focus on this, $292 a night. All right. So now we're gonna go up here and click this here. Remember, it was $292. Get my little hand there. Let it do its thing. Do I gotta read? Oh no, there it is. So it's telling me right now. I want y'all to see something here. I want to show y'all something. If it doesn't say points, it's not available. So 20,000 points a night. So if you have 60,000 points total, remember, ladies and gentlemen, that Renaissance Hotel would have cost me $388? This would be 80,000 come stand 4 nights. 388,000 Chase points. And I got rid of my Marriott card. So Hyatt Place Midtown 20,000. Okay, I bet you I already see the writing on the wall. That one at Times Square is not going to have. Yes, it does. There it is. There go the answer, man. We're going to look at this together, but I got my answer right here, man. Why am I going to be, and I like Times Square. It's right. It's like, let's say 9 blocks from the hotel. Straight down. You ain't got to do no turning. You walk straight down. Well, I take it back. You come out the hotel on 35th, go up to 7th Avenue and just walk straight down, and you're there. And Hyatt Regency, I'm familiar with them. So we're gonna look at this hotel and see what it looks like. Oh, well, I gotta take y'all over to this. Let me see. Yeah, I gotta take y'all to a different screen with me. We got 8 Real Homies still in the crib. I'm gonna have to remove that. Then I gotta put actually close that out. Then I gotta put the other screen up. It's one thing I hate about yeah, I think that's it. Let me make sure that's it. Yep, that's it. So we're gonna look at this hotel together. Let me see what I can do here, y'all. Nah, oh yeah, there we go. Is that? Let me look and see. I want to make sure it's not too big. Nope, that's a better shot for y'all. All right, y'all. Let's look at this together. So Hyatt Regency Times Square. That's the outside night view. I don't care. I mean, they had a security guard at McDonald's. Okay, I'm not, from the looks of this, I'm not getting out of my bed and having my nose up against the window, but this could be a gigantic room that's going to cost. And y'all, with this room, if they have any free upgrades, unlike, well, Marriott I could too, but that hotel never have any good upgrades at their Renaissance. I've stayed there two different occasions. But if this one have any upgrades available, I can upgrade to a suite. I did that in Denver, man. That Denver room is one of probably second to the Fontainebleau. Actually, the room at the Denver Hyatt Regency was better than the room at the Fontainebleau. I just like the Fontainebleau property. All right, y'all. I mean, that's just a typical hotel. Now we're looking at a suite. So you got your little dining room, your couch, your TV, bedroom. And this is kind of what Denver was like. So I booked a standard room. And the way that, if you have a World of Hyatt credit card, you become Discoverist Elite status automatically just for having a credit card. And you pay a $95 annual fee, you get Discoverist Elite status, and you get a free room category 1 through 4 every year. You can't tell me that's not worth $95. So even not traveling in 2025, I went to Denver in 2024. That one trip paid for that card. That one trip alone paid for that card 2 or 3 times. So we're going to keep on going here. And that's a different view of the suite, what they call a suite. It's not a presidential suite. The one in Denver looked way better than this. It had a long bar along the wall. There's your bathroom. I guess I don't know what the hell that is. That must be double beds. I wouldn't want that. Yeah. Double bed. I said, yeah, I don't need that. Unless it's just me. You know, I never go to the gym at the hotel, but they could just say gym and I have a piece of equipment in there. I wouldn't know because I would never go. I have never gone to the gym on any trip I've taken, man. And there's beautiful Times Square. Man, this is one heck of a scene at night. Y'all, man, they got a McDonald's that looks like it's humongous on the outside. It's 3 stories, so it's not small. Matter of fact, there it is right there. There it is. I went up in there, man, and yo, you can't just go in there and you got to be buying something. You got to buy something to even go in. And I can't remember if you order downstairs and go upstairs. I can't remember. It was crazy though, but they knew, and I paid, I forgot, like $11. And it's just different pictures of Times Square. And that's back to the beginning. So there it is, man. I just would have to say 200. Oh, let me go back over here. Let me unshare this. And I'm gonna break down the math for y'all real quick. Here, let me just do this real quick. So if this is 25,000 per night, I'm staying 4 nights. That's going to be 100,000 Chase Ultimate Reward points. Or I could use American Express or Chase and use 388,000 instead to Renaissance. When I stay at the Renaissance, I just know the property. It's not like I'm married to it. And I end up at Times Square if I stay in that area and do anything out in that area anyway. Now, some of the restaurants in Madison Square Garden is right behind the Renaissance. So if I wanted to go down there for whatever reason, then I'd be closer. I didn't mind. I had no problem walking, and I walked a couple of times from the Renaissance down to Times Square. So 100,000 points. And just to give y'all an idea of how I would do this whole scenario, it was 28,000 American Airlines miles round trip, main cabin, won't be flying first class, have no problem with that. It's about a 4-hour flight from Dallas Fort Worth nonstop. 25,000 points a night, 100,000 points at the Hyatt Regency. Hotel I'm very familiar with. A lot of my staycations are at the Hyatt Regency downtown Dallas. I've stayed at the Hyatt Regency in San Francisco, Denver, Dallas, and possibly now New York. The ones I've stayed at, I've never had a problem. So roughly 100,000 Chase points, 28,000 American Airlines points, a little bit of cheddar in my pocket for the people in the back. That's money, cheese, cheddar, whatever you call it. And there go another trip, another points blank experience. And it now, that's what I said. We save for free. But look what all I had to do to find that. Now, I could have just checked. I could have stayed anywhere, wherever. I could have stayed anywhere. I've stayed at Hyatt places. I had a great experience at the Hyatt place in Arlington, Texas. I like the Hyatt place. I'm not going to New York to stay at the Hyatt place, but I like the Hyatt place. If I'm doing a staycation, or I've stayed at the Hyatt place in Plano, up in North Dallas. I love it. But if I travel, I want an experience. I want an experience. So there you have it. Let me see what we got in the comments. We're going to get ready to raise up out of here, man. Unshut that there. See who we got in the house, man. Information is interesting. Okay. Your favorite couple back in the house. I know they said they were listening in earlier, and they are very busy. People just with their regular jobs, not to mention their channel as well. So I thank them for being here. Shelton and I talked about that not long ago, man. A lot of people got so much going on, man, and it's more content creators out here. So we need to keep that in mind. If we don't see me or your favorite couple or Information Man or Kiki Adventures in your life, we may be there. We may not be commenting. We may not be there and may watch the replay, because I can probably speak for Information Man's, your favorite couple, myself, man. We watch a lot of content creators, a lot. So, and we know a lot. So to get around to everyone is kind of tough sometimes. Speaking of YFC said, David, all is well. Hope all is well on your end. What up? JR is another person that's been rocking with me since the beginning. Says, hello, everyone in the chat. I got to check my time, man. My favorite store in the world closed at 11. That's Kroger, man. I got to give you something to eat. I don't even know what I'm eating tonight. I thought I was going to make me another baked potato for the second day in a row, but I ain't got no baker bits. That ain't happening. I got to go get some baker bits. So I might get something. I think I'm going to get something totally different. Yeah, I'm doing well, man. Hope you're doing well also. YFC yesterday is, like I mentioned, been busy at time with my first ever MacBook, man. Yeah, that thing will keep you busy. I can say, man, you've been busy with some stuff, Devin, and I wondered, but that MacBook will keep you busy. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen, man. We are at the end of the comments, and I want to thank everybody for being here. Stay tuned. I do have a couple more videos on this channel. I am really streamlining the content on PBT. And I don't want it to just be debit cards. I don't want it to just be credit. I don't want it to just be travel. I want it to be a combination of everything. Also, check out Investing with Rod, man. You want to get your paper straight. You want to see my journey. I'm not a financial advisor or a fiduciary, but if you want to see my journey of how to invest simplified and not put in some college professor type manner or with a lot of money, you want to see just regular average amount of money being invested and coming from an everyday person, check out my other channel, Investing with Rod. And if you just need a good laugh, man, the current series we have on the Points Bank Experiences live and direct with T and Tanya. We talk about everyday topics, man. We've talked about the side piece. We've talked about Kool-Aid budgets and champagne taste, and we've talked about the big mamas, talking about the grandmas. We just kind of lighten the load for it with everything that's going on. So check us out there as well. And with that being said, man, that's about it. With the Points Blank Travel, man, I just want to wish from the flagship channel and from the entire Points Blank network, I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. You know, eat your turkey bacon or whatever you're going to be dressing, cranberry sauce, whatever, man. Just whatever you do, cherish the moment. Tomorrow is not promised. Cherish the moment and enjoy the day. Enjoy your time. Arthur Andreo Smith, my man, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for tuning in. Andre, I see you've been working on some art over there. For those of you that don't know, Andre is the artistic ability behind the lion that you see on the Points Blank Network logo. That is actually crypto. It's not just a picture or not something I pulled off a website. That lion that you see on the Points Blank Network is one of a kind. It's a piece of crypto that I own. I don't know where I own it at. It's somewhere, but I own it. And that's a good feeling, man. And I want people to think about, I always say this, and it's always heavy on my heart. And I thought about it last night. I went outside, and where I'm at now, I walk out of my apartment and I'm in a breezeway. And it was a little chilly. And then it was dreary and foggy and drizzling. It had been raining all day the last couple of days. And I say that to say, while we're eating our turkeys and everything else, the fixings, enjoying family, friends, football, drinking, not drinking, coffee, tea, whatever you're doing, playing with the kids, think about the less fortunate. Think about people that may be cold if you're in a cold climate. Think about people that may be hungry. Think about people that still trying to figure out their SNAP situation, even though the shutdown is over. Just it's a lot to think about. And just think about, I mean, I'm not saying you can run out and do anything. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But think about those people. And if you can do something, take a moment out of your time just to help the people that can't and that will appreciate it. With that being said, man, much love from the entire Points Blank Network. Much love from your boy Rob, man. I appreciate all y'all from the bottom of my heart, the supporters, the viewers, the subscribers, the channel members. There will be a ride without y'all, but there would not be a Points Blank travel or a Points Blank anything without all of you. And I sincerely thank y'all. With that being said, man, hope everybody have a blessed and prosperous week. I will be coming at you soon, dropping more heat, dropping more fire, dropping more knowledge. More importantly, showing you how to invest. How to travel with little or no money out of your pocket. I know I should have been doing two things at once. I'm mixing up channels. You come over there, I'll show you how to invest with little no money out of your pocket too. Let me show you that as well. But y'all have a good one. And as always, man, shoot for the moon. If you don't make it, I promise you, you're going to be amongst the stars. I broke that down in a live stream the other night on Investment with Rod. I'll break it down now. When I say shoot for the moon, if you don't make it, you'll be amongst the stars. I always shoot high. And if I don't make it, even if I make lower than what I expected to make, I'm still going to be amongst the stars because it's still going to be good. And you got to think like that. The glass isn't always half empty. A lot of times it's half full. You have to just have the mindset to see that and believe that. Have a good night, David. Much love, y'all. And with that being said, we're going to raise up, man. Hope y'all have a good one. Peace. And I holla.